Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name's Renee. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you being here. While you're here, why don't you go down below, hit that subscribe button, join the family. I'd really love to have you here. Hit the notification bell. That way you can get notified of any and all future uploads. You see the thumbnail, you see the title. It looks like something you might be interested in watching. Then come on over and say hi. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. It helps out my channel, lets YouTube know that you enjoy seeing my content, pushes my videos out there so that other people might be able to enjoy them too. And make sure and go down below, leave a comment. Like I said, say hi. Let me know that you were here. Today's video, I thought that I would try to start doing like a, I don't know, kind of like movie review Monday. So if you want to see the look I'm going to do and the makeup I'm going to use and hear about the movie that I'm going to review, then stick around because I'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Today I'm going to use my Il Maquillage foundation and concealer. I'm going to go ahead and put some of the concealer on. So I really like Lifetime movies, and I've always liked Lifetime movies, especially when they have movies that are based on real life, you know, like a ripped from the headlines type of movie on Lifetime. Those I really enjoy. Not like enjoy as in like I enjoy. It's just they're interesting to me, you know. Like I've been watching a lot of Bailey Sarian, I think that's how you say it, and she does these like murder makeup mystery videos, and it's not like I enjoy them as in like a happy enjoy them. It's just like Criminal Minds and stuff like that. That stuff, like, it, I don't know how to say it without, like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where you watch it and you're just trying to figure out why trying to understand, I guess you could say, is like what makes somebody do something so terrible, you know, because I'm the type of person, like, I can't understand it. I just can't, because I'm not the type of person that goes out of my way to do something mean to somebody. But the other night, there was a movie on called Cleveland Abduction. And I started watching it. And if you don't know what the Cleveland Abduction is, I can't remember exactly what part of Cleveland, but there was a guy, Ariel Castro, and he was, funny enough, well, not funny, but was, I'm spilling foundation. He was a school bus driver. The first girl that he kidnapped was Michelle Knight is her name, or was her name. And I guess she has since changed her name. I saw in an interview with her that she changed her name. But Michelle Knight, she had her child, was taken into the public system, and she was trying to get her son back, who was, I don't know, according to the movie, it seemed like he was like maybe 3 or 4, but from what I read, he was only 2. So she was on her way to court the day that she got taken. And in the movie, she goes into like this little corner store to like ask for directions or something like that to the courthouse where she was going. And Ariel Castro was there, and he offered her a ride. And from my understanding, she took the ride because she knew that he was the parent of like not a friend, but somebody that she knew from school, or knew of from school. So I'm assuming that she, you know, trusted, oh, that's what's her name's dad, you know. And then he was able to get her to go to his house by telling her that his dog had puppies, and, oh, how would your son like a puppy? And so that's how, according to the movie, and I believe in one of the articles I read, that's what it was too. They get to the house, and they go inside, and he gets her to go upstairs. This is where the puppies are. And as soon as they get upstairs, he closes the door and locks it, and then he ties her up. And from what I understand, from what I've read and heard, that he left her there tied up for 3 days without food or water before he ended up coming back. And then when he came back, he just did some not so nice things. Beat her, raped her, just blows my mind how somebody could intentionally put hurt on somebody like that. I just don't understand. I've had, things happen in my life to me. And I guess what I should say is the movie was based on Michelle's side of it, because Ariel Castro ended up kidnapping 2 other girls. I believe Michelle was there with him by herself for 9 months before he ended up taking Amanda Berry, which was the second girl that he kidnapped. And he used to tell Michelle Knight, like, nobody cares about you, because there wasn't like any search parties or any news reports, or there was like nothing in the news when she went missing, because in part because she was 21 when she was taken, and he thought she was younger than she was. He thought she was like, I don't know, 15, 16, because Amanda Berry, and then I don't know what the other one was, Gina something, were both teenagers when he took them. So and Michelle Knight got pregnant like 5 times by him, and he made her miscarry every single one of them by hitting, well, I don't need to go into details with that, but he caused her to have miscarriages every time that she got pregnant. And now she can't, she has hope that she'll be able to have a child someday, but she's been told she won't be able to because the damage that was done. But what the 3 of them, Michelle was kept there the longest, and that was almost 11 years. So they were held, locked up in that house for almost 11 years. It's insane. And neighbors would complain about certain things, and I just don't know how. How did he hold them for that long and nobody knew? He ended up getting one of the girls pregnant, the Amanda girl. He got her pregnant, and then Michelle actually ended up delivering the baby. But he used to threaten them and then play games with them all the time, like pretend like he was going to let him go. And then he just did unspeakable things. He had gotten a puppy for Michelle, like in the first, when she was there by herself before the other girls were there, got her a puppy and ended up killing the puppy because it bit him when he was trying to hurt Michelle Knight. It was a really good, I don't want this to sound like, it was a really good movie. It just was. It's around Michelle and about her faith and her not giving up and her keeping and fighting. All right, I didn't tell you what I used. I used my e.l.f. brow pencil to do my brows today. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Wet n Wild concealer to prep my lids. I don't know, but he made her, he tried to break her. You know what I mean? Like, he really tried to break her down. Because when he took the other two girls, there was, like, news stories and posters put up and people looking for them, and he would play on that, you know? He would play on that a lot. I'm going to use this Garden Variety ColourPop palette that I got in my PR box. Really pretty. I'm just going to take this color right here, which is Deserted, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. But she never gave up. And she even tried to, like, you know, reason with him and be like, you know, because he would like talk to her about how he was abused, I guess, as a child or a teen or whatever. And she would be like, just because you were hurt doesn't mean that you need to hurt me. You could let me go. And in the movie, he's like, you're right, you're right. And he picks her up. Like, she was like, really, really? And this is like how he played with them, you know? She was like, really, really? And she was like, I can't walk too good because she had been, you know, abused a lot. And so she was really beat up a lot. And so he picked her up and he carried her upstairs like he was going to let her go. And then he went all the way upstairs to because there was like the basement and then the middle floor and then the top floor, and they were in the basement. And so he carried her all the way up and then locked her up again, pretending like it was just crazy. But the fact that she just, I'm going to go in with Herbivore, which is this color right here. And I'm going to put that in the crease. It's kind of a shimmer shade, but that's okay. I don't know. It's just amazing, the stuff that they went through and what they endured. And they kept on, you know, they kept on fighting. They never gave up. And the day that they got rescued, he had left for something. And remember, the Amanda had a baby, and I believe the little girl was 6, maybe. I think 6 years old when they were rescued. And in the movie, Ariel Castro leaves to go, I guess, to his mom's house or something like that. And the little girl goes to her mom and is like, why did Daddy leave the door unlocked? And she was like, I don't know, honey. And that's the day that they ended up getting rescued, because she was able to like yell out the door and put her arm like kind of through the little bit of opening. And this guy came and they broke the door in and they got out. And Michelle Knight wanted to see her son so bad, but he had already been adopted and it had been over 10 years. And the family just didn't want to, you know, didn't want to upset her son by, you know, bringing all of this into his life. And so in the end, she ended up, you know, not wanting to go to court and get a family lawyer to try to get her son back because he was happy. And that must have been like the hardest thing in the world to do. So it's like, I guess what they were trying to do with that movie is just never give up, because, you know, if you keep going and you keep fighting and you have faith and you really believe, good things will come, you know, and you have to take the lessons. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I look at my life and things that I've been through, and it's like, I think about what she went through and what she had to endure, and the fact that she made it through that you can make it through anything if you have faith and believe and don't give up. I thought it was a really good movie, though, if you have the opportunity to watch it. But if you're sensitive, if you have any kind of triggers with any sort of abuse or anything like that, I wouldn't watch it, because it would definitely be a trigger. I thought it was a really well-made movie. It was just really sad. But, you know, he ended up getting like, I don't know, 1,000 years or something like that for everything that he did, like for murder or manslaughter, or I think it was, I'm assuming for the miscarriages that he caused, and kidnapping, and like everything that he did, you know. And a month after he was sentenced, he ended up hanging himself in his cell. And Michelle, she testified, well, not testified, but she spoke at his trial and was like, you know, the death penalty would be too easy, you know, that she wanted him to spend his life locked up. And then he ended up killing himself. And I don't know, maybe there was more to it than he just didn't want to be locked up. Maybe he just didn't want to live life with people knowing the things that he had done, you know. Maybe somewhere in that head of his, like, he really was sorry, that he really, you know, because he kept saying, I can't help it, you know, which everybody can help it. It's just whether or not you want to take the steps to get the help that you need, you know, and realize what it is that you need help for, you know. Everybody needs a little bit of help, somebody to talk to, somebody to confide in, whether it's a friend or family, or even if it's going to a professional, somebody that is not directly involved, that can give you an ear, you know. And sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. They don't need advice or what they should or shouldn't do or how they should approach a situation. Sometimes they just need somebody to listen and be there. And I say, I hear you. I'm listening, you know. I'm bad at it too, you know, giving advice when it's not really wanted. When somebody just wants me, they just want to know they're being heard. And sometimes somebody just wants to know that they're being heard without any kind of advice, or I would do this or I would do that, or without any judgment. I don't know. But if you don't have triggers with abuse and such, then it might be a movie that you want to check out, especially if you're into like real life stories. It just is, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it, you guys. It just is one of those things that just kind of gets into my head, and it's like, I don't understand. I'm always trying to figure out like what is in somebody's head. What happened to somebody for them to do something like that? Like, you have to know that it's not okay and that it's wrong somewhere in your head. Why don't you listen to that and get the help that you need? I don't know. There was another movie that I watched too, but maybe I'll talk about that next time. I thought it was a very interesting movie, and I ended up crying watching Cleveland Abduction, because it just hurt my heart, you know. I'm what people would call, I guess, an empath. You know, if I see somebody crying and hurt and upset, then I cry too, because I feel it. I feel their hurt, because I know what it's like, you know. Not like, I just know what it's like to feel alone and feel, you know, not worth it, and feel bad about yourself. And I mean, I haven't been like terribly abused in my life, but I have, you know, had bouts with abuse in my life. And I could have let it break me. Nothing to that extent, but, you know, I didn't let it break me either. And so it's almost like what I went through was like, you know, a cakewalk, even though it wasn't, but it, you know, compared to what the three of those girls went through, it was nothing, you know. And if they can survive that and come out and be stronger, then I can too, you know. I can too. And maybe sometimes I need to have somebody to talk to about it just to get it off my chest, so I don't hold it in and let it marinate in there before, and then have it like become a huge explosion, which that's another thing. Don't hold shit in, guys. You know, whenever you have the opportunity to talk somebody and get whatever you've been keeping to yourself out, do it. Let it all out. But I definitely think you guys should check out that movie if you're interested in that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to use this Pacifica palette. I'm trying to pan this blush. But that is my movie review for Monday. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm not really good at these. Hopefully I'll get better at it. But I just thought it would be kind of, you know, I saw the movie and I was like, I should talk about this on my channel, you know, because these are things that, you know, I enjoy watching. And I'll have all sorts of different movies to share with you guys. I have a bunch that I have recorded on my DVR. One of which is Dirty Dancing that I recorded when it was on the other night, because I love that movie. I just can't help it. How's this looking, guys? I really like this palette, but I like all ColourPop, so that's nothing new. What should I put on the lid? I think I might go with this purple right here today, and that is Smudge Off. Smudge Off! Smudge Off! Anyways, what brush should I use? This one right here, this flat one. Let's try it. I guess it's like a purpley pink color. Let's put that on the lid and see how it looks. I might have to use my finger, which is hard because my nails. Do you guys like watching Lifetime movies? I like Hallmark too. Like, that's all my TV was on during December, November too, because they started the Christmas movies hecka early last year. So my TV was on Lifetime and Hallmark the entire time because I absolutely love Christmas movies. I know some people are like, they're all the same. I guess maybe a little bit. Not completely though. I like the romance. I like romantic comedies too. I have a wide variety of movies that I like to watch. I like to watch true life movies. I like to watch rom-coms, dramas. You know, I have all sorts of different interests in movies. I do like some horror movies, but they're not like, I don't know, they're just not my... I want to be happy. You know what I mean? So that's why I like the romantic comedies. Like, I really love Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler together. The movies they've made, they're like so cute. Like Blended. Blended was a super cute movie and I loved it. And like, was it The Wedding Singer? The Wedding Singer, that was a great movie. And there was another one too, 50 First Dates. I think that's what it's called. All right, what are you guys thinking of the lid color? I think it's pretty. I think I might need to darken out here. But I think, what, should I do something else here? I'm going to use this smudger brush right here. And I'm going to go into Root 'em Up. right here. And I'm just gonna dip the tip of the brush and just kind of get out here. Kind of like try and wing it up a little bit. I'm going to use this little bit, this detail brush, and just kind of put it out here on the outer V and into the crease a little bit, just to deepen it up. See how this works. How's that looking, guys? Let me blend this out with this fluffy brush. This one doesn't have like a name or anything. I just got it in an Amazon bundle of brushes that I ordered one time. I don't know, what do you guys think? How's it looking? I think I'm going to go off and finish up my liner and my lashes, and then I'll be back to close out the video. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Got my hair done. Ooh, I forgot to put a little more mascara. I put the Laura Geller Fortifying Lash Primer. And now I want to put, whoops. This is the Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Eyelash Primer. I put that on, but I need to put, I'm going to use this Perversion Urban Decay mascara that I got in my PR box. I just like just a little bit. I really like mascaras after they dry out just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I think they're easier to work with. For me, myself personally. For some people, it might not matter. I used my KVD cake pencil for my upper waterline, and I used my Marigold ColourPop for the waterline down here. I also went in with this Wavelength right here and put that on the inner corner and the brow bone. I think it looks really pretty. It's kind of going away a little bit in the inner corner, I think. I may need to put just a smidge more just to make it pop a little bit. How's that look? All right, and then I used my BFF ColourPop lip liner that I got in the Pop and Picks collection, Michaela's, because I love it. And I used this Avon Posse Pink for a lipstick, and then I put So Juicy over it, which is Michaela's favorite ColourPop as well. Did I go over everything? So I used this Too Faced bronzer. I don't know if I told you that earlier. So I used my LeLePosh foundation and concealer. I used my Tarte powder. I used my Too Faced for bronzing. The Pacifica palette for blush. Garden Variety eyeshadow palette from ColourPop. I used my Laura Geller Fortifying Lashes Primer. Perversion mascara. KVD cake pencil for tight line, and the Marigold ColourPop eyeliner for waterline. What do you guys think? And what do you guys think about the movie Monday? Movie review Monday, movie reviews Monday, makeup and movie Monday. I don't know. You guys let me know. What do you think? I thought it was a really well done movie. Is the content, it's not for everybody, you know? Like I said, if you are triggered by any kind of physical or mental abuse, it's definitely not a movie that you're going to want to watch. If things like that don't trigger you and you are into like real life true crime type of stuff, I think it's a great movie. I think Lifetime did amazing telling the story from kind of Michelle's perspective, the things that she went through, you know, and coming out a survivor, you know, never giving up and knowing that someday she was going to get out and that she was, you know, and they all did. They all had that mindset that they were going to be free. They were going to escape at some point. They were going to get out of there. So anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the look. Have you guys seen the movie? Is it something that you're interested in maybe checking out? I have some other movies too. I'm a movie buff. I enjoy watching movies. It's just, you know, I love movies. I love music. I love photography. I love makeup. Those are my jams, guys. My jams. So I'm going to let you guys go because I got to get to work. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being here with the video. Again, let me know what you think. Have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time of day it is when you're watching this. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.